That road they screwed all up. Oh yeah, it looks like this one's going to be screwed up too. 88 closed, West Liberty, Saturday and Sunday. Well, we're not going to West Liberty. They're closed. Well, so what are we going to do? Let's see. We'll get down here. We'll shoot across GCMP in a little creek road, and we'll follow that up to my road. HDR was supposed to go riding with me today because Mrs. HDR isn't home, and she even told me come game and force him to get out, but he said no. Buddy, I'm telling you, you're missing out. It's actually a pretty nice day. I just have my jacket liner and a hood sweatshirt on. Oh, do. Howdy there, YouTube land. Welcome once again to the Road Glide Andy channel. The Road Glide Andy show, whatever you want to call it. Hey, I know I did a video on it once before, but, you know, let's go ahead and just refresh you guys, and we'll try to keep it short and sweet and simple, okay? Those of you who want ways to extend your riding season in the colder months, go buy yourself some heated gear. They make several different kinds. There's several different brands. Myself, I went with the Gerbing heated gear. I bought it from Iron Pony Motorsports over near Columbus, Ohio. That is a wonderful store. I love it. I've only been there once, and I love it. The people there were great and very helpful. But here I am out here on a, hold on, let's see if we can do this. Info, 49 degree day with no sun with a hooded sweatshirt because I have a jacket liner on underneath. Now the way that works is there is a power supply with a fusible link in it that wires up to your battery, and you just run it out to a spot where you're comfortable with plugging your controller, or if you have the other kind with the touchpad on it, just where you're comfortable plugging your plug-in. Okay, some of them do have to where you can plug them into the battery tender. I went with a separate one. It's got a red thing on it, and I know what it's for. Summertime, I can tuck it underneath my side cover. Now, I also went with, and I'm thinking, since I've had this a little bit longer now, I'm thinking that it may have been a mistake. Not really a mistake, so to speak, but I'm thinking it may be what is messing with my gloves. And what do I mean by that? If I have my jacket liner turned up about halfway off of the wireless controller, my gloves don't seem to be working as well. And I know that my hands are out in the air and stuff like that, but I do have the deflectors, and I keep them on year round. And in the summertime, I can tell you, I do not get a lot of airflow on my hands. So in the wintertime, I shouldn't be getting a whole lot of airflow on my hands either. But the gloves are heated, and it just doesn't feel like they are working and getting as hot as they should. Now, they are insulated. They are waterproof. I will not test the waterproof theory out on that because water and electric do not mix. And that's a fact, Jack. But so I will not test that theory out for y'all. But I can say the gloves are very, very comfortable because they fit properly, and I can move my fingers. They don't make my fingers real big and bulky, and that's what I like about the Gerbing ones. Now, the other downside to the Gerbing ones is they're not the gauntlet style to where gauntlet of the glove comes over your sleeve to keep wind from going up. And sometimes if it's really cold and you have the jacket liner on and you have your gloves, a hood, sweatshirt, and a leather jacket, which is usually how I do it when it's really cold, and my chaps, well, then air starts to work its way in. It's not so bad with just the hoodie on, but when you have different layers pushing on things, then it kind of opens it up. So it would be nicer to have the gauntlet style. Or another thing that Gerbing could do is put the extended sleeves on with the thumb hole, so when you slide your hand in the gloves, it seals it, and there's absolutely no way that any air can get up in there. It doesn't blow the air into the glove, it just blows it up your sleeve, and that'll make you chilly. Just a little bit. But is it worth the price? If you're only going to go out in the wintertime and you're going to ride 2 or 3 times in the winter, it's probably not worth the price. But if you really want to extend your riding season, because while it is chilly, it is still nice. I mean, we don't have ice, we don't have snow and salt and all that stuff on the roads just yet. So it's nice to be able to get out here and do some riding. We don't have a lot of daylight because, you know, we have set the clocks back. We fall back. Moo, cows. Laying down. It's going to rain. Some again. But, yeah. We don't really have currently snow or ice or anything like that. When that time of year comes around, that's when we say, okay, we're putting it up. We're hanging it up, you know. And if we happen to get some nice days to where, 35-ish, and the snow's starting to melt off of me, we'll ride with snow out on the ground, but just not on the roads. You know, usually we wait till you get snow, they salt everything, and then it'll rain. It'll wash some of that salt off, because that stuff's not good for the bikes. It's not good for any type of vehicle. But it'll wash some of that salt off the road. Then you can get your bike out. You can get out. You can get yourself some wind therapy. You know, we all need that in life. But that's just my thoughts. It is, if you really want to extend your riding season, or even say you want to travel across the country, you know, different parts of the country have different climates at different times of the year. You know, some parts of the country might start their winter season a little bit earlier, or it may extend a little bit earlier. You know, you may live in an area where it's springtime and riding season, but you're traveling and where you go it's cold. So that could be an item that you could throw in your saddlebag just to be prepared. That's just my thoughts on it. Is it worth it? Absolutely. 100% it is worth it. Now, as far as my controller goes, I do have a different controller. I am working on coming up with a way to mount it how I would like it to be mounted. I know some people just stick them down here on the gas tank, but I kind of like the idea of being able to come up here on the handlebar and just turn that dial if I need to. So that's just me. But I will see if that will help with the glove situation. I'm kind of thinking that it's too much on that wireless controller to control the heat. But we will keep you guys updated on that. So that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the damn channel, folks. And ride fast and live slow. We'll see y'all on the next one.